Can we guess how we answered questions about love 10 years ago?
Welcome to Good Mythical More. Thank you for being here. I know why you're here. You're here to improve your love life.
That's right.
Something that we like to think that we help you do every day.
And when we talk about love, we put on our love jackets.
Yes, and we really poke through our BBLs.
Uh-huh.
I poked in a BBL twice for you. You poked in one for me.
I didn't poke in any BBLs. I'm not going to stand for that.
Still haven't found a friend who would let me feel one.
Okay. Do you remember anything about the 36 questions? Because 10 years ago, we did a GMM episode, and it's based on this team of researchers in 1997.
Okay.
They published a paper about a series of experiments where strangers asked each other sets of questions designed to foster intimacy. And the study examined whether the intimacy between two strangers can be accelerated for answering a specific set of 36 personal questions, each intended to become increasingly probing.
I believe it can.
And the episode we did was set up so that you guys would answer the questions so that you could fall more in love with the mythical beasts. So it's not a romantic thing. It's
That's
just
creative.
platonic love. So you answered a bunch of the questions. I'm going to have you answer them again, and we're going to see how your answers have differed over the past decade.
Are you going to just read the answers, or is it playback?
I'm just going to read them in my
Okay.
best impersonation of both of you.
Okay, great.
If you want to play it back, then pull up that video, and then you can play it yourself, and we'll get a view out of that for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that for that.
First question. Well, first question, on my sheet that we asked you, not necessarily the first out of the 36, I'm not sure. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
Who would I want as a dinner guest?
Now, are you going to answer as 2025 you, or are you going to answer as a decade before you?
I don't change.
I'm going to answer now and see if I do change, because I don't know.
But you didn't know about Victoria Monet in
Yeah, that's true. That's
2020
true.
and
But this is
2015.
like a platonic thing. We're trying to get the mythical beast to love us more. I know Christy would want to have like some really knowledgeable doctor. Like she has so many medical questions. I don't.
WebMD.
But it does kind of make me think that I would like a really good dog trainer to come over for dinner. I can't get Jasper to stop peeing in the house. What is wrong with that boy? It's just, we've tried all types of things, like spraying, anti-tagging, or whatever they call it. That's graffiti artist.
Yeah, that's why it's not
He's like a
working.
graffiti artist, but it's with urine.
A graffiti artist.
Yeah.
Do
So
you think he sees
I
you peeing outside the house, and he's like, "Well, that's not what I'm supposed to do," and then he pees inside the house?
Yeah, that's what it is.
he pees in both places.
Yeah.
So my answer is Caesar Milan.
That's a great answer, Link. That is a great answer.
He'd be a good dinner guest. I don't know if he's controversial. He probably is with some people with his, I don't know.
It's interesting because you said a medical expert or a dog trainer. And 10 years ago, you said
I'm about to say.
Gary Busey.
Oh, Gary
Have
Busey.
you seen his Amazon Fire ads? I'm pretty fascinated. He talks to his remote and it understands him. No one else does.
Not a sponsor.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Gary Busey.
So that's where my mind was 10 years ago. I've grown since then.
Dinner guest. Dinner guest.
You try to match it up, maybe that'll be fun.
I do think this is something that you would say now.
I bet you he said dead or alive.
It's not a funny, it's not a Gary Busey situation.
Okay, Jesus.
Nope, it wasn't Jesus.
It was, okay. You know what?
I bet you it was an.
This is who I would say. My mom's dad, my grandfather, who I never got to meet.
I think you would have said an archaeologist.
Okay, archaeologist is closer.
Paleontologist?
You said a guy from an Amazon tribe that hasn't seen anyone, and I would take him to the Sizzler. It would blow his mind. I guess the second half is.
I was so funny back then.
Well, the first
that was
part
funny, Stevie.
seems like you were interested in exploring something. The second part, Sizzler, is funny. Okay.
I wonder who answered the question first, because did I get the idea of Amazon from Link saying
Yeah.
Amazon, or did he get the idea of Amazon from me saying Amazon?
You got it from him.
Oh,
See, copying me.
interesting. But you know what? I stand by my new answer.
Are you in love? Continue. They're not there yet.
Your new answer of your grandfather that you
Yes,
remember?
my grandfather that I never knew, that I looked a lot like.
Would you take him to the Sizzler?
Well, of course, yes.
Okay.
All my dinners, all my hypothetical dinners are at the Sizzler. You know that.
If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
For the last 60 years of my life. So from 30 until 90, you've got the mind or the body.
Of a 30-year-old.
Good God. Good. Am I at the Sizzler?
I don't want to lose. I don't want to retain all of my faculties and my body fall apart. I plan on completely losing my mental faculties, but being a complete specimen. Well, a 30-year-old specimen.
Okay.
And I'm very certain about that.
That's what you said before.
Yes.
You said, I think the less risky proposition is to keep your mind in full tact and your body can kind of waste away.
So the opposite.
So the
Right.
opposite.
So you've changed.
Now that I've gotten older and I wish my body worked better in inconsequential ways. It still works great in consequential ways.
So here's what I'll say, and I don't know what I said in the past, but I think this is clearly the right answer, is that you keep the body of the 30-year-old, and here's why. Because when you're 30, your body is going to be degrading for the next 60 years. And then those last like 10 to 15 to 20 years are going to be really tough. Your mind may not degrade at all up until 90, but maybe
It's
a
not
little
guaranteed.
bit in your 80s, but like
That's a good point.
Your mind is going to be good for sure.
And you made this point 10 years ago, and I remembered it, and that's why I've changed my answer.
You said, I recently joined a gym, and there's a lot of dudes in there that are in shape, but not real smart. And they seem like they're having a good time. So, I mean, I'm just thinking, just be a meathead for like the last 10 to 20 years of your life.
I was so
They're
funny.
having a good time, man. Body of a 90-year-old, you don't want that. Trust me.
Shoot. Hold on. Hey, listen, Rhett and Link used to be funny.
Yeah. Look at us now.
My second answer is correct, by the way. I'm more right now.
I agree with us now.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
I mean, if you broke all these out on a date, this would be something. This would be a creepy one, though. First date, you have a secret hunch how you'll die? Because I do. No, I don't. It could be anything. And I don't think I'm going to know when it's happening either.
But I'm sure that we answered yes and we said something.
I think I'm going to be completely blindsided by death.
Okay, Link said, ugh. No. If I had a hunch, I would probably investigate it and tell people to make sure it wasn't going to happen.
Smart, man. You weren't just funny, you were smart too. Boy.
And now what?
I probably said yes, but I probably wasn't too morbid. So I probably didn't say something like, just one of the leading causes of death, heart disease or cancer. I'd say hang glider. Hang glider right into the side of the Sizzler.
You'd blow their minds.
Just trying to get one last buffet.
You said, I think I'm going to die on this show. You know, we keep escalating the ridiculousness of things that we're eating, and one of these days it's just, we're going to have a reaction, and that's going to be the last show. Show 6001. And then Link said, it's a good way to go. Document it. Get some views out of it.
6001. It's not that long. It's not
Yeah,
far
yeah,
away.
yeah. We should definitely die on this show.
Not that far away.
Ooh, if
But
you,
now it'll just
if
be old
you,
age.
pull up the old video, mute it, and just use my audio over you guys talking.
That's
Yes.
a good idea. That'll get the views.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know?
These are some tough
Anything
questions.
else?
A crystal ball to tell you anything about myself.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Oh God. Did we struggle like this before?
We were probably so quick, man.
It was a main. This is a more.
so quick.
We're
We
kind
probably even talked about it ahead of time, knowing us.
You think we? No, we didn't.
Maybe. I don't
10
know.
years ago? No, we didn't.
Maybe. I don't know. Something about me that I would want to know about the future definitively. Not when I was going to die. I want to know that.
I think
I'll give you a hint. Link, yours is
Grandkids.
serious.
It's about
Rhett, yours
grandkids.
is not.
how many grandkids will hate me?
So what percentage of your grandkids will hate you?
Yeah.
I doubt you said that.
You said, I would want to know when I was going to die. I don't want to know how I'm going to die, but I do want to know when I'm going to die for planning purposes. It would be nice to know.
Okay. Not funny at all. She's right.
Not funny at all.
What was the point? It was a tough question. Younger Link.
I would
You
want
gave a funnier answer now.
I would want to know at what age.
Oh, when's the last time you're going to get it up? That's what you're thinking, isn't it?
It wasn't, but okay, that's not a bad answer.
That's a good one.
So
Because I was thinking about that this morning.
When's the last time am I going to get it up? That's one answer.
I mean,
You would not have said that 10 years ago.
there is a last time. And wouldn't you like to know it?
well, that's going to be right before I die.
No, it ain't.
I want to know.
Unless you're going to die
at what
trying
age,
to get it down.
At what age will me trying to keep up with fashion trends begin to be desperate? What age?
I can answer that for you.
You said, I want to know why coffee makes me poop. And Link said, shall we maybe Google it? And you said, they don't know. They don't know, man.
Shall
Okay.
maybe we Google it? That was back when people Googled things.
Banter.
When did you last cry in front of another person? By yourself? 2 questions.
What? This is then that's 37 questions. When did you last cry in front of someone 10 years ago? 10 years ago, 2015.
It would have in front of somebody. It would have been the last time I watched a movie with any emotional parts and potentially a commercial. So when I was watching television, and that would also be the last time I cried by myself. So that's what I'll say.
I think it has to be when a relative died. I just don't know when the most recent relative that died was then.
Link said, I don't cry as much as I wish I would. Rhett said, I can't take care of that. Okay, I can take care of that. That was a typo.
I can take care of that. That's what I said.
I don't cry as much as I wish I
Link
would.
said-
I can make you cry right now, boy.
I should be more in touch
my
with
finger.
my emotions. But in the Lego movie, when bad cop got his good cop face taken care of, wiped off,
I cried?
I guess.
You cried at the Lego movie.
I don't know. That sounds performative.
And then Rhett said, I cried at Cirque du Soleil, and I'll tell you about it in Good Mythical More.
Oh! Now y'all got to click on that.
You know that thing I told y'all about that I did at the Equestrian Center?
Yeah.
That was like kind of like a Cirque du Soleil.
Is this about the freestyle machine?
This is about the freestyle machine at the Equestrian Center.
There was no horses in the thing, and yes, there were drones, and yes, and
I
yes.
didn't tell you that I did cry at that.
You did?
I did. I cried a little bit.
All right. Well, then we know that's not the same answer.
I
when
think
did-
maybe this is an Air Biscuits
When the drones came up.
situation.
Oh, I haven't told you about it? Okay, well, I'm not gonna put you all through that here.
What? I thought he did.
I thought I did here.
Maybe it was off camera.
Okay, wait. We're split. Oh, this
was
might
the-
have also been
The
in your
procession
own
through the
private
Equestrian
time.
Center with the drone show and everything? Yeah, okay, y'all have heard of it.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay, it's just some of us
Doesn't
weren't
matter.
listening.
Yeah, it
to
was,
that.
well, yeah. I cried.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Those were all the questions in a main episode that we asked because it was 12 minutes long. Remember that?
Wow.
Remember when?
Let's go back to that.
No. That's not good.
Yeah. But I do have all 36. The second one is, would you like to be famous? In what
No.
way?
No.
I mean, that's a good question to ask them. I would like to be famous. What would I like to be famous for? I'd like to be famous for like having the world's longest fingernails. You see how they curl up?
That's
wild.
not a great answer.
People have to do stuff for you because my fingernails are so long.
You know what I did the other day? I was walking down the wonderful streets of Los Angeles, and I had just come from a restaurant where
But let me guess, you stepped in human feces.
nope, that didn't happen.
Oh.
And I had a nice meal with Jesse, and then there was like a couple of adult people who
Film
had
stars.
their adult parents with them. So like in a family of adults, but it was parents and children.
Okay.
And they came up and they were like, "We've really enjoyed the show. We've been watching it since we were kids, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that makes me feel good. Thank you for saying that." I didn't say that makes me feel good to their face. I just said that to myself. And then I walked out onto the streets and I saw
Got hit by a car.
I saw a billboard. On the billboard was Chapel Roan. And I was just walking down the street and I said to Jesse, and I was like, "You know what? I'm glad that I can do what I'm doing right now. I can walk down the street.
Mm-hmm.
I can go into a restaurant. I can have somebody who watches the show say hello, he watched the show, but then I can just walk down the street, no questions asked." I was like, she can't do that. She on the billboard, she could not do this. She couldn't just walk down the streets of LA. All hell would break loose. And then I was like, that must be hard. Poor Chapel Roan.
Poor chaperone.
That's what
And
I
of
said
course,
to
you're just
myself.
referring to the fact that she's a woman.
Well, yeah, that's a big
Right.
part of it.
And she's also famous.
That's a big part of it.
yeah,
So to answer your question, no.
I feel like we're the perfect
I don't
level of
wanna be.
famous, if you want to call us
I
that.
don't want to be.
We're the perfect level of known. And I'm very grateful that I'm not more known or less known. We're in a sweet spot, I think.
Let's keep it that way. A new episode of Good Mythical Weekend is coming your way tomorrow morning. Be sure to tune in.
Probably big bangs.
So good.
Full hub.
Okay. Wait, so it's not weird?
So why are you acting so weird?